Each year, millions of people fall victim to scammers. It's estimated that the cost to consumers of mass-marketed scams could be as much as £5 billion. However, only 5% of people report scams, and we don't actually know how much the real cost is. Cheshire West Citizens Advice have produced videos focusing on scams. Each video aims to give examples of some of the current scams and how they might be targeted towards consumers.
The doorstep scam is somebody who calls at your house, knocks on your door uninvited. There are all sorts of scams. They come in many guises. It can be something as serious as somebody posing as an official. So it could be somebody who says they're from the council, or they're a police officer, or from your gas or electricity company. They could be wearing official clothing. They could have labels that depict the name of the company on them. And also they could be carrying identification cards. That identification could be fake. Well, if somebody does knock on a door and you think that they're genuine and do need entry to your premises, they would normally have asked you beforehand and made an appointment. But if you do think that somebody needs entry to your house and they've provided you with identification, then check that out. Don't just call the phone number that's detailed on there. Use your own telephone book or the internet, and if it's, for example, your electricity company, check what that number is from your phone book and phone them up and make sure that they were due to visit today. Also, some of the companies, electricity companies and gas companies, for example, do password schemes, so you can arrange that beforehand. And also make sure that you close your door and leave them outside. Don't allow them to come in at that time while you're checking. They will be more than happy to wait for you if they're legitimate. If they threaten you or become abusive or aggressive in any way, then call the police, call 999 at that time. Never give your personal details, addresses, dates of birth, and particularly never give your bank account details or PIN number. It's not illegal to sell goods or services at the door, and some companies are legitimate that do that. What we don't know are the scam companies as opposed to which ones are the legitimate companies. So our advice would always be, don't buy goods or services at the door. But if somebody knocks on your door and you have decided that you want to contract with them, there's a number of things that you can do to make sure that you're dealing with a legitimate business. In the first instance, check references, get details of the company, make sure you get their name, address, telephone number, and get a landline if you can. We would always suggest as well that you speak to friends, neighbours, relatives, and use that way to get recommendations of which business to deal with. There is legislation that covers this. If you buy goods or services from somebody that knocks on your door, you're entitled to a 14-day cooling off period. No work should be carried out before that 14 days has elapsed, and you should also be given paperwork regarding that. And if you want to cancel it, you can cancel that. If you've paid anything up front, then you're able to receive that money back as well. People knock on your door and they catch you off guard. It's your home, you're not expecting them to be there, you're more relaxed than if you're going out to buy something or you're expecting them to visit. These people can be very persuasive, and it's nothing to be ashamed of. If you signed up to a contract that you later decide you don't want, or you have some concern about it, then the 14 days is there for that, for exactly that, for you to take some time to change your mind. So if you change your mind, you can fill in that cancellation form, or if you're concerned, if something's happened, you've agreed to something, the next day you realise that you really don't want that, then you can get in touch with Citizens Advice Consumer Service, and they can give you all the help and advice on what to do about it. Get advice from Citizens Advice Consumer Service on 03454 040506, or you can go online at www.adviceguide.org.uk. Trading Standards work in partnership with Citizens Advice Consumer Service.
If you want to find out how to spot a scam, what to do if you've been the victim of a scam, or find out other useful information, click on the links at the end of this video to our other YouTube videos. These are just a few examples of the hundreds of scams out there, from property rentals, car matching scams, pyramid selling, energy scams, holiday club and timeshare scams, to name but a few. For more information on scams, visit the Citizens Advice website, www.citizensadvice.org.uk.